life is a test. I think the whole core reason of us being here is just to experience things, is just to evolve in every single way possible. The only time I personally have ever evolved in life was when I went either through heartbreak, even through abuse, through trauma. That's the only way I evolved. If I did not have a childhood growing up with abuse, if I did not go through hardship in my life, I would not even be doing what I'm doing today. I would not be the Wizard Liz, because honestly, if my life was always had been good, I wouldn't really care to do this, because I don't even understand like other people's feelings. I don't understand why they need help. I don't get them. But it's because I went through depression. It's because I went through abuse. It's because I went through hardships that I can relate to people, that I know how hard it is to be in that situation, and that I know what it takes to get out of there. So that's why sometimes when I'm so firm in my videos, or maybe I can come off as rude or arrogant, it's really to wake people up. Because for me, I needed someone to talk to me the way I talk to you guys. I really needed that. Because for me, like butterflies and rainbows wouldn't cut it. Hi guys, my name is Liz and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so in this video, I will be talking about how we can turn failure and heartbreak into our superpower. If you have been going through a heartbreak and a relationship ended with someone, I want you to do something. This is going to contradict completely what I have been preaching before, but this is very important. I want you to go ahead and ask the person that you have been in a relationship with why this happened. I want you to ask them why and what happened, and talk about this with this person. And I'm going to tell you why. See, in order for us to heal and start our healing journey and to move on, we need to be able to focus on healing, you know? If you're constantly thinking about, oh, why did this happen? What could I have done better? Maybe they felt this way, or maybe I didn't do this enough. And all these assumptions will clog your head, you know? So if you have the chance to get a clear reason as to why this happened or why you guys broke up, then it will be easier for you to move on, because you know what happened, and you won't create stories anymore. Even if they really hurt you, like cheated on you, whatever, if you really need an answer for what happened, go ahead and ask them. This is a person you probably attached yourself to in a healthy or unhealthy way. It's not really easy to let go of that, you know? And I would go as far as to say, if this does not cross the person's boundaries, keep communicating with them until you're fully ready to be like, okay, I can move on now. As well, if you ask the person, why did this happen, and they do not respond to you, honey, that's a response. They don't really care to give you that knowledge. They don't really care to help you in the healing process. They don't really care about you. If they're not responding, then leave it. That's a response. The disrespect is a response. Me personally, if abuse was in a play or cheating, I honestly don't need to know why it happened. I don't need a response. I'm gone. I am out. I am gone. Because my boundaries were crossed, disrespect, you know, I'm not dealing with that. What I need you to do is, right now, when we're in a state of healing, I need you to feel every single emotion deeply. Whether it's sadness, whether it's anger, whether it's frustration, whether it's does not matter, whatever emotion, because these emotions are not bad. You know what's bad? Suppressing these emotions and having to deal with them later on. Because if you have suppressed anger, that will turn into bitterness. You will use that anger to literally pour it on to other people who had nothing to do with the situation, and they don't deserve that. It's all because you are not willing to deal with what happened. You're gonna make other people suffer. No, realize that this is normal. You are gonna feel sad right now. It's very normal. You went through a heartbreak. You lost probably a relationship that you thought was gonna last forever. Maybe you didn't even lose like a relationship, but also your best friend. This is very, very hard to deal with. And if you started something, a business or whatever, and you failed, you maybe had really high hopes, and then your hopes were just being torn. And it's normal that you're gonna feel sad right now. I literally want you to cry your eyes out. If you want to cry, cry as much as you need. If you're gonna wake up every day with puffy eyes because of how much you cried, then do that. Because crying is also releasing emotions out of your body. If you need to go somewhere, to the woods or your pillow, and you need to yell inside of the pillow because that's how you get your anger out, then do that. The only thing you have to make sure is that the emotions get out. And it does not matter if you stay like this for 1 week, for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, maximum a month, baby. Because over a month, it's already you deciding that you don't want to change. We have to pick ourselves up as well. But in the moment, it's fine. It's fine to feel those emotions. It's very normal. You are not the only one going through this. There's lots of people going through the same thing as you. This is very normal. You're not weird or weak or whatever for feeling this way. But feel them and make sure you don't wallow in them. Don't make them your comfort zone. We still have to pick ourselves up and get out of it. But that we can do later. Right now, baby, we're gonna cry. Okay, so write a letter to the person that broke your heart, a relationship that ended. Write a letter to yourself if you are going through failure, you started something, didn't work out. Really write down all your emotions, what you're feeling, what you would like to say to this person or to yourself, but you haven't really said it, or you don't feel comfortable writing them this, or you just don't want to reach out. Write it all down and just burn the paper, literally. But make sure your fake feelings are all just written down, the emotions got out. Then I want you to go ahead and do some shadow work on yourself. You can look up online shadow work, questions, whatever. I have some questions you can ask yourself. So first of all, you can ask yourself, how did I evolve during this situation? What needs of mine were failed to be met? What could I have done better in this situation? What would the best possible outcome have been for myself? Ask yourself, if I could do this again with the knowledge that I have now, how would I approach the situation? And lastly, what would a person that really loved themselves do right now? How would they handle the situation? How would they treat themselves right now? What I want you to do as well is right now focus on what we can learn from this situation. Was this really the right person, or did you make him out to be? Because we as humans, we like to fantasize things. And especially when we're in love, we think, oh, this is the last man on earth. This person is amazing. This person and me will be together forever, and we like to exaggerate and fantasize and make something so big. But let's look at really the person itself. Why did it end? If this was really the dream, amazing person that you made him out to be, then why did it end? What needs of yours were not met? What boundaries were crossed? Because honey, something happened. Something happened, and I want you to, even though, especially in your sadness, we amplify the positive in the relationships, and we focus on the positive. But there must have been negatives, because otherwise you guys would still be together right now, So I want you to really look at the situation rationally. Maybe get even outside of your body. Look at your relationship from an outside perspective and look at it and think oh, is this a healthy and good relationship? If it really was, then why did it end? Remind yourself of what needs they failed to meet that you really wanted. Maybe you had certain boundaries, maybe you had certain things that you were looking for in a partner, and they were not willing to give it to you. Or maybe, you know, sometimes situations happen and you guys go on to different paths, you feel stagnant in the relationship, you want to evolve a different way. Lots of things can happen, but remind yourself, like, no, this is what I wanted and it was not what I was getting. So who are you gonna honor? Are you gonna honor the other person, or are you gonna honor your own needs, your own boundaries, your own wants?